All right, let's see what Vestas are in here. It is Friday and we're about to begin. All right, let me go ahead and find those comments. To see exactly who's in here already. Notification. Let's see. Let me go to set this notification. We're gonna get Vestas up in here. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna call this Shedeur Sanders. Gives 0.000% of the noise. That's how we gonna start it off. It's showtime, Vestas. All right. Let's see who we got up in here. It's Friday. Oh, here we go. All right. Hello, Sean SDP 1201. 1208. Oh, he's already in here. Let me see who we got. Grim Creeper. Oh, Grim Creeper. You know what? We may need you tonight. What's up, Evelyn? Hey, welcome. Let me turn down my mic because I definitely don't want to kill your ears tonight because we got a line up. And guess what? I got the proof too, okay, Vestas? I got the proof on this Friday. Greetings, brothers and sisters. All right, Middle I better see another comment from you. And you know what I want tonight? Immediately. All right, there go Grim Creeper. Hey, Grim Creeper. Amber, you ready tonight? I hope you're ready tonight. Hey, so if you don't have your notes, your drink, and your vest, you better go ahead and get it tonight because it's Friday and I'm going to take my time tonight. Okay, Vestas? Justine. Hey, how you doing, Justine? Let's see. There go Faith. How you doing, Faith? Please let me know if the mic is too loud. And if not, I'm going to begin. You know what? That's all I needed. There go my fires. It's going to be one of those nights. And Vesta, please let me know that I can take my time in the chat because I want to walk through this. I'm not going to keep you long, but I want to walk through this. All right, let's keep going. So Vestas, here we go. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and get my notes. So before we get into some of the hard topics, I definitely want to go ahead and bring this up. So these are our drafts for next month. Okay, Faith done gave me some fire too. I like that. Thank you, Faith. So these are our picks for next month. And if you don't know, I'm definitely going to be doing a draft party. We got a number 6. Oh, that's different. 24, 39. We got 70 and 107. And between those, I think number 6 is going to be that left tackle. And guess what? One of these new free agents that have come into the Cleveland Browns room, do you know they're trying to bring some baggage with them? Some very good baggage. We're going to get to that when we get to that slide. Then we got that 24. Number 6 got to be a left tackle. 24 got to be a wide receiver. Hands down. And between 39, I also go ahead and give 39 a wide receiver. 24 wide receiver. Number 70, that's when I'm going to start looking for my tight ends. I want 70 and 107 and even 146 to be tight ends. Now, if the Browns would have still got 144, there's no telling what would have happened. But these are our picks for next month. So I just want to throw that out there. Make sure during the draft you come back here. All right, so this, as you don't know, this is who we picked up in free agents. I read some good reviews about them. The bad reviews about some of these O-lines that Andrew Berry and Jimmy Haslam have brought into the Cleveland Browns organization. The only big thing that I saw regarding what's his name? Elgin Johnson or Zion Johnson and the new center. Hold on. Pull up my slides. And the new center, only thing I really heard about their age. but they're not too old, but they're better than the ones that we had, okay? But that's the only bad thing that I've heard regarding these members that we picked up in free agents. We got that center, that guard Elton Jenkins, we got that guard Zion Johnson, we got that Titus Howard. We already talked about Titus Howard. All right, the next slide. Here we go. Then we got that linebacker Quincy Williams, which is also a Pro Bowler. All right, then we got that kicker, that punter Corey, you know the name. And then we got that tight end Jake Stahl. All right, this is what I want to talk about. I don't know why the Cleveland Browns love undrafted tight ends. I don't know why. Why did I bring this up? Jake Stahl is also an undrafted tight end. I don't know. I don't know if it's because of the money. I just don't know. But he's coming from the Saints, and hopefully he's able to bring us some production. But if you see on the screen, last year he played for the Saints, only 15 games with 4 starts and a total of 6 receptions for 46 yards and a touchdown. If you do the math, that's only maybe 8 yards per reception. I don't like it, but we'll keep going. Hey, Blind Beauty, big time. Yes, it's Friday. It's Friday. If they're young and strong, let's take them. Love the brother. Yes. So, hey, but they're younger than what we had. And by design, this is my first time seeing you. So if you're a new investor, welcome to the family. Now, don't let the chat scare you away. This is just how we're going to get down, okay? But besides the tight end, I guess I'll deal with it. What's wrong with undrafted players? Well, Faith, remember, it's nothing regarding the undrafted players. If you wasn't part of that live when I talked about undrafted tight ends that Kevin Stefanski chose, those are my only issues with the tight ends that they chose throughout the years, especially in the last 2 to 3 years. Kevin Stefanski chose some of the worst tight ends that was bouncing from team to team to team to team. Yeah, so we should see what Jake Stahl is going to do, but it's not all free agents. It's just the tight ends that they pick. But Cleveland Brown, I have an issue with. But hey, we should see who they're going to pick up in the draft. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, 420? What's up, 420? All right, let me keep going. All right, now I want to highlight one of these young men that came to the new Cleveland Browns, Zion Johnson. And guess what? This is what I like to see from the new Cleveland Brown players that's coming to Cleveland. He gave his reasons on why he joined the Cleveland Browns in free agency. This is one of his quotes. Looking at the team from the outside in, for me, it looks like a team on the rise. Johnson said there's a lot of pieces. The front office is very hell-bent on improving the offensive line and improving the team as a whole. Now, listen, I don't know what Andrew Berry, I don't know what Jimmy Haslam, or what conversations they had behind the scenes. But whatever gift for gab that they got in Cleveland Browns, to convince these players that have never taken a snap to say remarks like this, they talking behind the scenes. So hey, Zion Johnson, if you're happy to be here, welcome to Cleveland, young man. This is what I like. Oh, Kevin Stefanski. Yeah, Kevin Stefanski had an agenda, but Kevin Stefanski is not here no more. So I need to see what this new tight end is going to bring to the table. That's all I'm saying. Kevin Stefanski picks in terms of tight ends and undrafted tight ends, it just put a bad taste in my mouth. So I just got to get over it. But when and the stats that the production that he gave last year in the Saints, but hey, maybe the Cleveland Brown is the place for him to be productive, okay? What it says, Kevin Stefanski had a bad agenda. I believe there's some diamonds on it. Yeah, and that is true, Faith. That is true. I think that Kevin Stefanski's undrafted tight end picks just put a bad taste in my mouth. So I just got to get over it. But I'm going to give Jack a chance. I'm going to give Jack a chance, and the only way, just like Shedeur Sanders and everybody else on the team, in order for Jack not to be productive, is going to be on them and their shoulders, okay? All right, now there's another player that we brought into the fold that also, he wants to come in and bring his own baggage. So who am I speaking of? I'm speaking of this young man right here. Do y'all see what Elton Jenkins, he said the Browns is the perfect place to be as they build an offensive line. Once again, whatever they told these players before they signed the dotted line, somebody has a golden tongue behind the Cleveland Browns organization, within their organization, and I like it. If they happen to be here, I'm going to be excited to see exactly how they're going to protect Shedeur. They're coming in with experience. All of them have experience. All of them have resume. Of course, they have some strengths and some weaknesses. But hey, if these players are coming in here with the right mindset, 2026 is going to be a very, very, very good year for the Cleveland Browns. And then also, I want to highlight this. Browns, Elton Jenkins. Now, mind you, he hasn't even played a snap yet. But he said he urges the signing of his $81 million ex-teammate. He's speaking of, there's a player by the name of Walker that's still on the Green Bay Packers team. Now, I don't know if he know what the cap space is, but $81 million, that's what Tyler Lindenbaugh got from the Ravens. We don't have that type of money on the table. But hey, we shall see what the Browns do with that, but I don't think we can. And Walker plays left tackle. I don't know, but I don't know. We shall see. Yeah, I got the golden tongue. Let's see. Let's go already to the comments. The comments are already warming up. The only way that Andrew Berry keep his job is hit on this draft next year. But first, he has to show them that Shedeur Sanders is a franchise Pro Bowler quarterback. Became 12 is Berry's last pick for the draft. Yes, and a lot of people said the only reason that Andrew Berry is still in Cleveland is because he hit on that draft. And if you haven't seen that video, I think you did, 420. It's a snippet that I did about 2 or 3 lives ago, and I said if Andrew Berry gets this draft right again this year, Andrew Berry is going to set himself apart from all of the GMs in the NFL. He'll be hitting on the draft 2 out of 2. So, I'm speaking positivity towards if the new Paul D. Podesta, which is Jeff Carr, allows we already know that Todd Monken is going to let Andrew Berry do what he needs to do. If nobody interferes with Andrew Berry and his strategic planning on who he's going to draft, I already told you in the other live, this upcoming year, just because we have improved the offensive line, the Cleveland Browns have already became a dual threat team. They're gonna have to prepare for Myles Garrett on the defense, and now they're gonna have to prepare for a Shedeur Sanders behind a strong offensive line. 2026 regular season, even preseason, cannot come fast enough for me. I'm trying to tell you. Let's see here. What's up, Black Diamond 308? You came in at the right time. We warming up. Welcome, Black Diamond. That's right, that golden tongue. Yeah, Andrew Berry has that golden tongue. Let's see what Evelyn said. Them young men are ready and glad to be here. Yeah, I like that. They're not coming in with that vanilla generic talk. Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to. Nah, they coming in and they trying to bring some players in here. Whatever they have said behind the scenes. Woo. Listen, let me tell you one thing. There's a difference between being a leader and a great leader. And it's all about how you motivate players or co-workers or anyone that's on your team before they even start getting on the field or even pick up a pen or pick up or start typing on the keyboard. It's how you talk to a person that motivates them something deep down inside. And whatever, and all I'm trying to articulate and all I'm trying to stress is whatever Andrew Berry and Todd Monken said behind that team, and let's not forget George Warhop, who was the Baltimore Ravens O-line coach. And guess what? We may not know all the details, but every last one of these players that came from all of these different teams, they know George Warhop more than we do. Remember, Titus Howard played for him in Texas. They were happy. He was happy to reunite with George Warhop. Everybody in the NFL, they know more about these coaches than we do. And if they're happy to be here with George Warhop, I'm happy too. I can't wait for 2026. I can't wait for 2026. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I like that. Come on now. Come on. All we need is a field. Oh, ooh. And like I said, I don't know if Todd Monken is going to allow these. You know what? I wouldn't allow them the way that the way that Cleveland media is cutting up. I would put them on probation, and I wouldn't let them in my rookie mini camps. I wouldn't let them in my OTAs. The first time they get to see anything would be the preseason game, just to put them on probation and tell them, look, this is probation. You're not going to be allowed in rookie mini camps. You're not going to be allowed in OTAs. You're not going to be allowed in nothing until preseason, because what you're saying about my quarterback, I don't appreciate that. That's all Todd Monken need to do. Todd Monken does not even have to declare Shedeur Sanders as the franchise quarterback, even though we want him to articulate those words, until he gets ready, until he makes his decision. We're going to be guessing. But what Todd Monken can do, he can go ahead, like I said weeks ago, pull in all those beat writers and say, look, all of y'all on probation. Until you stop lying about what's coming in and out of this building, you're not going to get nothing from me. Todd Monken said, you're not going to get nothing from me regarding the rookie mini camps. You're not going to get nothing regarding the OTAs. And the first time you get to talk to my players will be preseason game 1. That's all I got to do if I was Todd Monken. That's all I got to do. Let's see here. I was just saying we good. We solid. Elton said come on, Andrew Berry. What they saying behind the scenes? I like it. The only way Andrew Berry keeps his job. Okay, we'll hit that one. Black Diamond. That's right. The golden tongue. We'll hit that one. Right? I agree. Okay, I wish AB the best. Yeah, I wish him too. It's a Shedeur says, of course. That's why we're here for, Amber. That's what we're here for, all these investors. Thumbs up. Yeah, make sure you like the video. Let's see here. Rashid. Who was that, Justine? I hope that's not the one that Elton Jenkins was talking about. I may need to look that up, because it was a Walker signed with the Carolina Panthers. That could be the one. And the Panthers if this is the same players that Jenkins wanted the Browns to pull over, we didn't have the cap space. We don't have the cap space. It shows they love and respect Shedeur Sanders and yeah. Did you hear what they said? This is the perfect place to be as they build the offensive line. You know they also talking about Shedeur Sanders. What? They might not saying it, but these young men that we brought in can't wait to protect Shedeur Sanders. What? We'll get to see what Shedeur Sanders have this year that we missed out on last year regarding that O-line and what Shedeur Sanders can really do. Matter of fact, the last time we really seen Shedeur Sanders in front of a very effective O-line would be JSU. I'm going to give you that. JSU. I'm going to give you that, because Colorado, he didn't have it. Now, last year, Colorado did have an offensive O-line, but that was with Salton. Shedeur Sanders had already went to the NFL. But really, this would be the first year since Shedeur Sanders left JSU that he's going to have a solidified O-line. And guess what, Vestas? We're going to be right. We're going to be right there. Woo! I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be good. Big facts. You get the best out of the person. Oh, how you speak to them? Come on. Let's talk about it. My dad taught me that. Yes. Hey, what's up, Lady of Elegance? Shedeur going to win that Super Bowl to solidify the second contract. Who do you know? If Shedeur Sanders, no. We're going to say, when Shedeur Sanders win a Super Bowl, it's going to choke the haters. What are they going to say then? You know what they're going to say? The only reason that Shedeur Sanders won the Pro Bowl because he got an O-line. He's supposed to have an O-line. The only reason that Tom Brady won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Super Bowls is because he had an O-line. You can't have it both ways. You can't say Shedeur Sanders can't play because he don't have an O-line. You disregard that, and then you can't say that Shedeur Sanders, the only reason he won a Super Bowl, or the only reason that the Cleveland Browns is number 1 in the AFC North is because Shedeur Sanders have an O-line. He's supposed to have an O-line. He's supposed to have an O-line. But we gonna keep pushing. Listen, 2026 is gonna drive them crazy. Let's see here. How hopeful are you about next season with Jeudy? Hey, based off that comment, I'm speechless. As you can see, I'm speechless. No comment. I heard that Joe Patino still hasn't made up his mind, and Jeudy, he got 1 more year contract, and if they're not gonna let him go, he's not on free agent. So you know how I feel about that, Faith. We've talked about that for weeks. Jeudy, he's got to catch the ball and make plays. If not, this year, Jeudy will be under pressure like everybody else because these wide receivers coming out of college, because we didn't pick none up in free agency. So that let us know that Andrew Barry and Jimmy Haslam is definitely going to pick up some of them rookies coming out of college. And that's going to put pressure on Jeudy because he don't want to lose his job to someone coming out of college. This is the pressure that he needs. Forget a quarterback competition. We're going to have a wide receiver competition, okay? Jeudy, the worst thing he did last year was mess up his stats for Kevin Stefanski. Exactly, Faith. Ground zero, hungry dogs. Okay, Super Bowl bound. Let me keep pushing. All right, now this is what I want to talk about, Vestas. Now, I know, you already know, but Kyler Murray has found a home with the Vikings. Now, when I put that post out there yesterday, I was kind of upset about, dang, out of all the quarterbacks, he only get 1 year, the bare minimum. And I was like, man, I know Kyler Murray is better than that. But hold on. I feel better after I heard this clip. Let me go ahead and play this clip because they know better than me. Now they're going to mention Tua's name going to Atlanta. So when you hear Tua's name, just insert Kyler Murray and Atlanta, Kyler Murray and the Vikings. Let me go ahead and play this little clip, Vikings. Vestas.
Being a franchise quarterback. So I'm looking at the Falcons.
Dude, that was just in 24. They guaranteeing what, 160?
That's what I'm saying. When you get a man that's got making that, you can on your team 1-4. We're talking deal. I'm mad at Kevin because you got $45 million and you have your team for 1.4. So you have a franchise quarterback for the low that they were trying to get rid of. Backup quarterbacks on the team. So I'm saying,
Jason, you know what, Faith? So I'm not going to go there. I'm not going there tonight. It's Friday. So basically what he was saying is the reason why Kevin Stefanski got Tua more as an insurance policy, but the reason why Tua only got a 1 year, $1.3 million contract is because the Dawgs is paying Tua so much ridiculous amount of money. So really, they kind of stole Tua, if you want to look at that as a steal, a franchise quarterback. If you, well, on the books, he still is a franchise quarterback, but he's getting him for the steal. So let's switch. Now let's talk about Kyler Murray. Now, if you don't know, from the Arizona Cardinals, because they let him go, they steal him $35 million. $35 million. So basically, I guess when a player comes from a team, and I'm just making assumptions, when a player is picked up by another team and another team is going to already pay them so many millions of dollars, you can bring them in for the low, and then the very next year, that's when you can offer them a bigger contract. Now, this is what they're projecting for J.J. McCarthy in Minnesota, because Kyler Murray is going to come in like Shedeur Sanders, with that on his chest and on his shoulder, they said that JJ McCarthy, that's exactly where the competition, the preview competition is going to be at in Minnesota with the Vikings. So, Kyler Murray, go ahead and do what you need to do this year and go ahead and work towards your stats, get your stats up. Go ahead and do exactly what you need to do in order to get your contract for next year. But let me go ahead and tell you this, investors. Let me go catch up on these comments. Now, Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco also has, I'm also going to let you hear their input regarding Kyler Murray. So it's going to be, I'll let you hear what they say about Kyler Murray. All right, let's see what Evelyn did. Shedeur said this is who we've been looking for. Image in full off season. With the full season is getting dangerous. Number 12, legendary perfect timing. Jeudy will also be awesome this year. Who they draft him to be. Shedeur and Jeudy. Okay, I take that. Seems like Jeudy has a chain of heart. I'm not mentioning that. I got something to address him. I have something at the end of this live to address all over. Clown, most definitely. Video messed up, son. I don't know what's going on with I don't know what's going on with it. Now I am seeing a lot of YouTubers also having issues with StreamYards, no matter what the internet is. So do y'all need me to play that again? Just the audio if you didn't hear it. What's up, Michelle? What's up, Michelle? JJ Wonder Bread ain't no competition. Listen, they said Kyler Murray about to go in and steal somebody's job. Kyler Murray is about to go in and steal somebody's job, and they said JJ McCarthy should be shaken because I didn't know this about Kyler Murray. I'm gonna play that clip. Yes, Kyler should win the competition easy. Yeah. Ooh. I love Kyler Murray. He played here OU. Oh, really? Peace of luck. Okay, let me go ahead and play this clip. What they said about let's see here. I don't want to mess up, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop it here. Let me play it right here so y'all can hear this. There's a lot of YouTubers saying that StreamYard is kind of acting funny. So it's not my internet. It's not my internet. I got that fixed. Let's see here. Here we go.
According to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, the Patriots reportedly wanted Maxx Crosby this offseason, but Tom Brady.
Oh, that's the wrong clip. That's the wrong clip. Is this it? Here you go.
1-year contract with the Minnesota Vikings that will pay him $1.3 million. Remember, he's just under $37 million, still guaranteed from the Arizona Cardinals, which has already been guaranteed. Murray has thrown 121 touchdowns, 60 interceptions, and 32 rushing touchdowns in 7 NFL seasons. That's been plagued by injury. Oh, Joe, are we going to see another Sam Darnold story situation? The resurgence. We saw that with also with Gino Smith. He leaves Jets, has a resurgence. We see that Sam Darnold. He leaves the Jets, have a resurgence. And Kyler Murray parlay that success. Now, success that Sam Darnold.
I think so. Only had that resurgence, we're going to understand situations matter. It matters. The supporting cast, what they put around you, what they surround you with, also matters. And it's very imperative for a quarterback's success based on the weapons that's put around him. If you look at all the quarterbacks, you look what guys around in a short amount of time because of the weapons that were around him. I think Kyler Murray, a lot of people, I see some of the jokes that are flying, about his height, about him being short. I mean, but that has nothing to do with playing. You have talent around.
Okay, so that clip is a bit long. I want to play. But basically, in the remaining of this clip, and I'm gonna let it play, but I'm not gonna let you hear it to a certain point. They said the only issue that Kyler Murray had in Arizona is because of his frame and his stature. He may be a little bit taller than Dillon Gabriel, 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", only 180 pounds, 190 pounds, and sure gave him 200. So if I was Kyler, and if I want to continue to play in the NFL, I would be in the gym gaining weight. Because think about that old line. When I kind of figured out what Kevin Stefanski was was doing by putting in the worst O-line members that the Cleveland Browns had last year to let Shedeur Sanders get those big defensive players. Sanders is only 210, 215 pounds. Imagine somebody 335 pounds falling on you. So I would say for all of the NFL players, especially Kyler Murray, he definitely needs to get bigger and stronger. If not, whoever the coach is in Minnesota, they need to start deriving plays to compensate for his stature, okay? Let me catch up. Remember, Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson are the ones the NFL found guilty of collusion against. That's why Jimmy was really punished when the NFL had to pay them. Oh, I didn't know that, 420. Remember, before Shedeur Sanders came to the NFL, after Colin Kaepernick, I had stopped watching the NFL up until last season. So hey, I'm gonna look into that. Matter of fact, I may look into that for this Sunday's live because I want to go deep into that. Okay. More to follow on that. We with you. All right, sweetie. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, he's small. If you're talking about his stature, he's very small. Let's see here. All right, let me play a little bit more.
Stay healthy. Kyler has to be your best ability, no matter whether it's arm, whether you can run 4.2, it doesn't matter. You have a huge catch radius, you can block the guy out of the film. Availability is the best ability because it doesn't have you do any good. If you got a huge catch radius, you can score all these points. You can throw for 500 yards if you're on the sideline. I've never seen a guy complete a pass from the sideline. I've never seen one catch a touchdown, get a sack, or block anybody or run a touchdown. So his thing is he's going to have to find a way to stay on the field. Don't be afraid. Know when the journey's over. Throw that blink on and get out of bounds. Blink. I'm right up out of bounds. Slide down on that turf. You were a baseball player. You was the number 8 pick in the draft. Slide. Right.
And then you see, that's why I go to these. Actually, Vestas, believe it or not, Vestas, when I wake up in the morning, believe it or not, I can go to the first video and things that have, let's say, came across my mind, or it's going to be in the headlines that day. It's the first video that pop up on the timeline. And guess what? You know, we talk about faith, God, faith in football over here. So I'm going to say, thank you, God. Thank you. Give praises to God. But this right here, this is why I listen to them. They give so much insight on everything. I'm going to let it play some more. So that goes for Kyler Murray. That goes off for Shedeur Sanders and any rookie back. And I'm going to say any quarterback, get down. Remember when Shedeur Sanders Raiders game, he took some hits, and then the next game he took some hits, and even Deion Sanders said, get down. They're going to say you don't have to be tough in the NFL. For you to even get to this far in your career, your professional career, you don't have to prove that you're tough. Shedeur Sanders, get down this year. Kyler Murray, get down this year. Taylor Green, the young man that's going to be drafted, I think he's going to be the second quarterback off the board next month. Get down. Protect yourself. Get down. I've never known a 300+ pound quarterback. You got to get down this year. Let's see here. Let's see. Hey, they finna talk about his stats. I didn't know that about Kyler Murray. Yes, before the draft to see a step down. Ooh, okay. Hey, I'm gonna put hold on, let me go ahead and put my Gmail in the chat. Hold on.
Not saying, Sam Darnold, obviously a Super Bowl winning quarterback, but again, situations matter. And what he did in Minnesota while he was there, Kyler Murray can repeat that, just in a different way because they're a different kind of quarterback.
You're gonna probably have to do OG. Because he is small. You try to get the ball from the pocket, he could be hitting linemen in the ass with the football. He ain't but so tall. So, but the thing is that you can do is that you can run some moves. Go ahead, Joe. If you can run some moves, you can run play for these. You can throw between Drew. It wasn't like Drew Brees was 6'5". And he had the second most touchdowns, the second most passing yards, the most 5,000-yard passing season in NFL history. Kyler Murray is plenty good enough to get it done. It might be Kyle Shanahan, might be that system. You spend a lot of time up under the center, but for the most part now, these guys are in, they got zone read stuff calling, they're taking shotgun snaps.
Yeah.
So they spoke very highly of Kyler Murray. I didn't know that, but now this year I will also be watching his progression, and I want him to go ahead and be that JJ McCarthy. Take it from him, Kyler Murray. Take it from him. Take it from him. Let me see what you all said. We're not playing about Shedeur Sanders. He's too good to be treated as such, not on God. Amen. Hey, and if anybody want to send me any receipts, that's my Gmail. Go ahead, and it works. Vessels have been hitting me behind the scenes. So if you ever want to send me a topic to speak on or send me any receipts, drop it. Now I'll definitely do my homework on it. All right, let's keep going. Vessels. We done got to the nitty and gritty, okay? Now I got to take off these glasses. So we talked about this in good length last live, okay? And remember, I was iffy because of the good doctor said, based off the MRI, he could see why the team probably, I don't want to put that in his mouth, but he said that it basically was the Baltimore Ravens decision to basically say, no, we're not going to move forward with this agreement. Okay. But the good doctor also said he's never seen it on this level before. Remember that? But guess what? Ocho and Shannon Sharp also said the same thing. So now, some of the vessels had put in that chat in the live, collusion. So I was like, I really have been tossing back and forth. I'm like, hold on. You had a doctor said they've never seen this happen on this magnitude. You got ex-players saying they never saw it on this magnitude before, on this level. Never. They're using the words never. In this clip, they even say that. Is it this one? They even say that the Raiders even offered to modify the agreement just so the agreement could go through. Baltimore Ravens still said no. They still said no. See how they do? Baltimore Ravens still said no. So I was like, what? Maybe it was buyer's remorse. Maybe they did see Trey Hendrick's son still out there and say, hey, we can get him for a lower value and we get to save our first picks. So I hope this next clip plays. Let's see here.
Instead of renegotiating the Crosby trade to account for the team's discomfort with the edge rusher's prognosis. Ultimately, however, the team opted to withdraw from the deal entirely. Ocho, we don't normally see this. Now, the Ravens have been in a situation where, if I remember correctly, the Brock Marion, they really liked him, but he had a shoulder issue. Michael Brockers had a knee issue, and they rescinded the deal that was on the table. But you're talking about a Maxx Crosby. He did have a meniscus injury. Reports are that he had been dealing with this all year. This happened started bothering him in the offseason. He played through it. He ended up having surgery, and the type of surgery that he has, that's somewhere between a 3 and a 6 month recovery time. And I don't know if it's a lateral meniscus or medial meniscus, but that is a long, because he had it torn, and I guess he had it repaired. If what the reports are true, that is a long, that's a big timetable, but that puts him on to be recovered probably around June, Ocho. Training camp starts about 6 weeks later in late July. So who knows? Like I said, it could be early June, could be late June. When you heard that the trade for Maxx Crosby had been rescinded, what did you think? And you're like, okay, what's going on?
I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything like that, especially a player like Maxx Crosby that's an impact player that makes your team exponentially better right away. Once that did happen, I thought about it. Well, understanding that they knew he had a knee issue. They knew about
surgery.
Knew about the knee surgery. I mean, I'm confused. What did you expect? Obviously, he's in rehab. Obviously, he's recovering. He would probably be ready in time for football season to play. And the fact that he played on it and had 10 plus sacks, or maybe 10 sacks this season, and he was forced to sit out the last 2 games of the season, I think he would be okay. He would recover. So I'm confused on why they chose to rescind. He still was able to last year with the Las Vegas Raiders, was an impact player, and he made a difference every time he was out there. Even doing losing effort, he was still a disruptor. He still was able to set the edge. He was still able to disrupt the pass, depending on who landed. It really didn't matter. No one.
So if you heard that, and if it was given that audio, if the audio was choppy, I greatly apologize, but that's out of my control. It has to be StreamYard. But basically what Archer was saying was, once again, they've never seen that happen before. So I was like, why is everybody keep saying this? I was like, well, okay, it gotta be true. It has to be true. But then I thought about this, Vestas. Then I thought about this. Going back to Maxx Crosby and his relationship with the Sanders family, could Tom Brady be playing a part in this? Vestas, I'm not speaking out the side of my mouth. What if Tom Brady, for some reason, contacted the Baltimore Ravens behind the scenes and basically requested them to renege on the deal? I'm just thinking outside the box. Allegedly, I'm just thinking outside of the box. Because as of now, how many days after this trade was rescinded, no other team has requested for Maxx Crosby on the table? I'm thinking that Tom Brady, for whatever reason, wanted to keep Maxx Crosby. Maybe he has something up his sleeve, but I would not put it past Tom Brady. Tom Brady and the Sanders relationship has went back from 2014 up into the day when his brother Miles Crosby was roommates with Deion Sanders Jr. Now, you know, y'all could be saying Tony talks vested up. I think you're reaching. Now, I don't think I'm reaching, Vestas. The doctor's saying they never seen this before. NFL players are saying they've never seen this before. Daniel Jones just failed his physical and still got a contract. Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco just went through a list of players that failed their physical and still got contracts. Even the agreements was modified and the players still went forward to the team. I'm gonna say it. I think that Tom Brady allegedly caused this deal to go through the floor. Of course, we'll never know. But if you put all the pieces together, I think Tom Brady did it. I really think Tom Brady did it. I'm sorry. Tom Brady holds vendettas hard. We already talked about why the Raiders didn't pick up Shedeur Sanders last year, because Tom Brady held a vendetta against Shedeur Sanders, allegedly because Shedeur Sanders gave Michael Vick all those props. I'm trying to tell investors, I'm sorry. I'm not letting this go. It's something in my spirit saying that Tom Brady, he did it to Shedeur Sanders last year. I think he just did the Maxx Crosby this year. I know it may sound extreme, but nobody in NFL history has seen this before. And you mean to tell me Maxx Crosby is the only one that ever had a meniscus tear in his knees? I don't know, best. I'm gonna go to the chat. You know, maybe I'm drinking too much, but I think Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady is the one. I think Tom Brady is the one that killed this deal behind the scenes. Now, he may want to say, well, hold on, guess what? We want to be like the Cleveland Browns. You know what? We got a good defense, just like the Cleveland Browns. We're going to have a potential, quote unquote. Well, you know, they're already going to make Mendoza a franchise quarterback. Hey, guess what? Okay, so the Cleveland Browns is going to build around Shedeur Sanders. We got Tyler Lindenberg as the center. If we get Crosby back here, we also could be a dual threat. We also could win some games. I think Tom Brady did it, y'all. I'm sorry. I think Tom Brady did this deal. I think Tom Brady killed this deal because he wanted Maxx Crosby back in the house, and because he has a close association with the Sanders family. I don't know, Vestas. Maybe I'm smoking. Maybe I'm smoking, Vestas. I don't know, and I don't even smoke. It looks like anyone support. There you go, Faith. It looks like anyone supporting Shedeur Sanders, they're going to make an example out of them. I could be going down the wrong river, right? I could be going north instead of south, east instead of west. But for everybody saying they never seen this before, and yes, Shannon Sharp, he did say that the Raiders did try to modify the contract to still make it work. But if your goal is to get Maxx Crosby back into your facility, what if they did something dirty like, okay, I don't know. You know what? I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. But I think that Tom Brady is the one that killed the deal. I don't know. I can't shake it. I'm going to leave it like that. They're going to copy AB. I'm trying to tell. I don't know. Tom Brady is coming up in my mind. I think Tom Brady did this deal. Because really think about it. Who wanted to go? Who wants to let Maxx Crosby go? You saw how many teams was jumping up, offering him. The Cowboys wanted him, the Bears wanted him, the Ravens wanted him. It could be other teams out there. And Tom Brady saw this. He said, you know what? We probably need to reevaluate this. You know we had some misunderstandings behind the scenes, but we may got something here. I'm gonna go ahead and mess up this deal. And I'm gonna leave it like that. I really think Tom Brady did not want to lose. That's what I'm thinking. I really think, forget about the Baltimore Ravens having buyer's remorse. I think the Raiders start having remorse also. You ever been in a relationship before and you had that significant other already packed up the bags, or you was that significant other that packed up the bags and you was about to walk out the door, and let's say you did walk out the door and you got in your car, you went down the driveway, and let's say, it's multiple ways to get to a red light, and you get to the red light and you be like, hold on, how did him or her beat me to this red light? And they say, come on back home. Just come on back home. Listen. Did y'all see that tweet that Maxx Crosby put out there when he got back to the Raiders home? He basically said that he's a Raiders for life. So whatever Tom Brady and that organization did for Maxx Crosby behind that scene, Maxx Crosby would probably retire in Las Vegas with the Raiders. He basically said he's a Raider for life. Okay? Tom Brady. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, Tom Brady, I think he threw the deal. I think he caused it to crash just to get Maxx Crosby back to the table and say, you know what? We're going to work it out. We don't want you to leave. I'm sorry. He basically said, I'm sorry. Can you forgive me? Just one more time. And I'm going to let it go, Vestas. But I think Tom Brady is the one that killed this deal. I think Tom Brady is the one, either for buyer's remorse, or they didn't want to let him go, or association with the Sanders. It could be all of a little bit. Or it just could have been the Baltimore Ravens saying, hey, yeah, we want to take a chance on it. But even Ocho Cinco said, this is Maxx Crosby. He called him a destructor. And the Baltimore Ravens said, nah, I think it was Tom Brady behind their scenes. Nah, he killed the deal. Yeah, but and we're gonna keep moving. I don't know. Hey, it's Friday. It is Friday the 13th, so maybe my mind went out there somewhere it didn't supposed to go. So, hey, it is what it is, but I'm thinking outside of the box, Vestas. You know how we do it over here. I'm thinking outside the box. Let me keep pushing, messing around with y'all, Vestas. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about the Sanders family, and I'm finna hit it home. Vestas. Where's my glasses? Where's my drink? Where's my vest? Nah, but I definitely got my notes, okay? Let me go ahead and put on these glasses right here, Vestas. They too reflective. It's all good. I'm almost done. So I want to go ahead and shout out Grandmama Connie. Grandma Connie. I don't know how old she turned, but Deion Sanders posted 4 days ago, so I missed her birthday. Coach Prime, that man with that beautiful heart, that man with that leadership skills, that man that has turned the NFL and the collegiate world upside down in a matter of 2 to 3 years. Coach Prime said, happy birthday, Ma. To this day, Ma still have never asked me for a dime. Okay, Miss Connie. Except for when she go to casino. Okay? Her purpose was to make certain I had what I needed, and she placed me in situations that afforded us opportunities that we never would have had. Thank you, Ma, for making life happen for me and for being you. #son. So happy birthday, Miss Connie. Happy birthday. I know last year on Well Off Media, they was alluding to that she was having some medical issues, and of course we already know that she's up in age. But happy birthday, Miss Connie. From all the CU fans, aunties, uncles, and from all of us, especially from the Vestas community. So happy birthday, Miss Connie. Happy birthday. Okay, hold on. And what he said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, let's see. As long as the NFL still isn't on that bull jump, Shedeur Sanders stands a chance. And if not, I hope Monken goes rogue. Nothing to lose. Yeah. Perfect. I heard that Monken is in his mid-60s. They said he'll probably never get an opportunity to coach anywhere else if this was to, let's say, if the outcome was not as good as expected. So you're right. Monken has nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Do what you need to do, Todd Monken. And I think he is, because guess what? He's like, I have nothing to lose. And I'm still standing true, Vestas. When the Chiefs picked up Kenneth Walker III, and I think now the Seahawks may wish that they kept that running back. Andy Reid, this may be his last year, because Andy Reid is 75, 76. So when they picked up that Super Bowl MVP running back from last year, I think Andy Reid, this is going to be his last year. And he didn't pick up Kenneth Walker III for nothing. You hear what I'm saying? He didn't pick him up for nothing. Let me go back to the comment. All right. I saw Shiloh post on her birthday. Okay. Yes. When Shiloh Sanders got that one present for Christmas, and Connie was going through that house, I know Connie wanted to pick up something and slice everybody for doing her favorite son, her grandson like that, Shiloh. She was upset. What's up, Donna C? Woo! You coming in at the right time, because I'm finna hit something home. Happy birthday, Miss Connie. Peace and love. Hey, Miss Donna C, I was looking for you. I was looking for it too early. I sure was. I definitely was. Monken not finna mess up his opportunity with that bull junk, I hope. Amber, exactly. And yes. So let's go to the next slide. Vestas. Oh, this is finna get, I'm working this thing until that last live I did 2 nights ago. Vestas. Now hold on. Now let me see here. ML football, the 5 most influential players in NFL football history. Let's go ahead and walk down this timeline. Trust me, I'm finna go somewhere. Number 1, we got Odell Beckham Jr. Number 2, we got Tom Brady, right? I'm pretty sure a lot of people got an issue with this order. Number 3, Deion Sanders. Hold on, Vessels. I'm finna line it up. Number 4, Cam Newton. I love Cam Newton. And number 5, Jerry Rice. Question was, do you agree? All right, there's two things I want to point out here, right, Vestas? Number one, Odell Beckham, offense. Tom Brady, offense. Cam Newton, offense. Jerry Rice, offense. Deion Sanders. Tony Talks vested up. Why did you leave out Deion Sanders? Vestas. The reason why I let out Deion Sanders, because out of all this list, even though it's subjective, Deion Sanders is the only defensive player on this list. Once again, Deion Sanders is the only defensive player on this list. So if Deion Sanders is the only defensive player on this list, and the list is subjective depending on who you is, but do you think Deion Sanders, once again, did not teach his son, Shedeur Sanders, the quarterback, the most accurate collegiate quarterback in history, defense? I'm gonna leave it right there. I just wanted to bring that up, Vestas. I just wanted to bring that up. The only defensive player on that list is Deion Sanders. The only defensive player on this list, Deion Sanders. Okay. She does, Peter. It's so cute. What y'all done said in here? What Peter done said? What Peter done said? Oh, Miss yes. She love her something. Yes. Hey, what's up, Peter? Supernatural. Let's see here. What's good? Faith. Exactly. He's topped the list. I'm trying to look. Let me keep going, Vestas. Let me keep going. All right. Now, see, there's some people in Cleveland that does have sense. This comes to Dawgs, a Cleveland Browns. I think that's the name of the Dawgs, the Cleveland Browns. I think they're associated actually with the Cleveland Browns. So moving forward, if it doesn't come from the Cleveland Browns Twitter and official page, Andrew Berry, Jimmy Haslam, or if it doesn't come from Todd Monken, if it doesn't come from the new OC, guess what? I'm not going to give it no shine. Let's see what they say. The Browns QB1 is Shedeur Sanders' job to lose. Didn't we say this weeks ago? We said this before the combine, right? They did not sign any other top free agent quarterback. Malik Willis, Dolphins. Kyler Murray, Vikings. And Tua Tagovailoa. I don't see him as a top free agent, but okay, the Falcons got it. No prospect in this class would be presumed ahead of Shedeur Sanders on the depth chart. Even if they was to draft Ty Simpson, trash. Oh, I'm so sorry. He would not be ahead of Shedeur Sanders. He would have to sit on the bench. All right. Deshaun Watson hasn't played consistently good. Also, Browns didn't sign a QB. Shedeur Sanders is number one. So my thing is, if the Dawgs, a Twitter page associated with the Cleveland Browns have said that, right? And do y'all see that check? I know the checks, I heard sometimes you can buy the check. But this page is associated, I think, with the Cleveland Browns. I could be totally wrong. But if they said that Shedeur Sanders is number one, and since they didn't pick up a quarterback in free agents, Todd Monken now can come out and say Shedeur Sanders is number one, QB1 for the upcoming year, and it's his job to lose. I'm trying to tell you, hey, all Todd Monken need to do is, based off the evaluation, all the quarterbacks that was in free agents have already been agreed to go to other teams. Shedeur Sanders is QB1. If it was something that Todd Monken needed to get behind, all the quarterbacks that we possibly could consider was already picked up by another team. And considering that, Shedeur Sanders is number one. If he needed to go that route, I wouldn't go that route, especially with me being the head coach. But who am I? I'm just someone that uses common sense. But okay. All right, let's keep going. Oh, God. Oh, hold on. Let's not keep going. Hold on. I didn't know all this was down here. And beloved Monken, Berry, Shedeur is the new team. Knows that this is a do or die. And Shedeur Sanders is going to have that mentality because he knows that this is his year. This is his second year. Even though this pressure should not be on this young man, he's still in his rookie contract, right? But he knows the team has given him that O-line that he needs. And Shedeur Sanders is going to meet, he is definitely going to meet the challenge 10 toes down. Shedeur Sanders is not afraid of a challenge. He's looking forward for this challenge in 2026. And guess what? We're going to help him get there. For real. Me, Mel, let's go put up a shut up. Facts. And that's what pisses me off on the distract. Yes. Oh no, guess what? He sure will win. Cap money is plenty. Gotta get it in the draft. Hey, oh, if you saying pitiful, fingers crossed. Okay, fingers crossed. I wish I knew their accounting, but fingers crossed. Now, investors and viewers, if you forget, and if you don't know nothing about football, and you just happen to stumble across this channel, Tony Talks Vested Up and the Besters, let me go ahead and remind you who Deion Sanders is. And y'all, sometimes we just need a visual to remind them and ourselves who we're talking about. We're saying that this father, Deion Sanders, one of the most prolific quarterbacks in NFL history, a Hall of Famer, played for the Falcons. He was there before Vic. Okay, we also talking about he played for the Cowboys. We're talking about Deion Sanders. I wish I had his stats. We're talking about Deion Sanders. For them to say that Shedeur Sanders can't read defense, doesn't mean that Deion said this is laughable. I'm sorry. They're trying to convince themselves, not us, themselves, that Deion Sanders did not teach Shedeur Sanders how to read defense, and he's Deion Sanders. I'm trying to tell you. Come on, what did Deion Sanders say today? Deion Sanders, and you know when Shedeur Sanders and Deion Sanders tweet on the same day, hey, they already throwing shots. They just being gentlemen and having class about it. Coach Prime said a lie does not care who tells it. It has no conscience, no feeling, and no heartbeat, but it does seek attention. Come on, Deion. He also said the only thing a lie does need is transportation. The only thing a lie needs is transportation. Sylvesters, I stay true to my calling. Besides the last live, I don't even bring them fools up. And guess what? Moving forward, after this, after what Deion said on Friday the 13th, it's nothing else that needs to be said over here except for I'm waiting on the draft, I'm waiting on preseason, and I'm waiting on the regular season games. That's all I need. That's all I need to say. Okay? Hold on. He loves a challenge. Oh, 20, you right. The NFL gave the Browns $17 million cap money. Yeah, but remember, we've already picked up some of these free agents, so I need to do the calculations and find out how what the book's looking like now. Because with what we got 8, 9, or 10 draft picks this year, right? So that's money. That's money they got to spend, and we got 2 first rounders. They salary gonna be in the 20 to 30 to 40 million dollar range. So I got to do the mad vesters. So we got to pick them up, and we got to pay the players. Well, hold on. Well, if you divide that by, let's say, if it's a $30 million contract and they get it for 4 years, we only talking about $8 million. We still got to do the math, Vestals. We still got to do the math. Cap money is spent. Patino screwed that up. So what is he gonna stay now? No. See, if he go, that's gonna free up another $23 million for the Browns. But from what I know, he still hasn't said if he's gonna stay or go. So I got to do the math. Absolutely, Miss Tony. I grew up with him. Who you grew up with, Miss Donna C? Who you grew up with? Deion Sanders. Who you grew up with? They need to kick Batonio out. Yeah, he messing up the cap. Now Batonio is definitely messing up this cap. Let me see here. It was a video people. I mean, listen. I saw a little bit more about that video. I think he was on the 92.3 with Kim Carmen or whatever, and he was trying to prove his point. Yeah, you know, you saw the chat. You know, I showed you the text. I don't care if he has a video or whatever. I don't care if he has a text. Do you know I can send a text right now to family members and said I just won $1 million? What is a text? What is a text? Look, the only thing that would stop this foolishness around, and somebody had put it under my video last night, is a lawsuit, a cease and desist. Okay, so yeah, if I was Shedeur Sanders or a Shedeur Sanders lawyer, I definitely would. I would go to that 4-letter channel and tell them cease and desist because you're slandering my name. You're slandering my name, right? I definitely would do that. Preach. I saw that too. Deion is better. Thank God now he's coming. Yes. Hey, go Donna. What's up, Slim? Okay, Slim 08081. Okay. I've never seen you before, but welcome to the Vestas community. Okay, Vestas. I don't pay attention to his folks. I'm trying to tell you, Deion has yes, ever since he was little. Man, look, Deion Sanders said what? It has no conscience, no feelings, no heart, but it does seek attention. No more attention. Listen, all we need to do, actually not me, because I don't even watch the channel no more. Click off. Go to another video. Dry up these numbers. If you start hitting them in their pocket, and dry up them views, loud and clear, message sent. Dry up their pockets. Dry up the views. They would go crazy. And the only reason they saying the things that they're saying now is because they're still getting the views and they still getting them checks. Hit them in the pocket. Deion Sanders watching football games. In my opinion, Jeudy messed up the cap. Well, I know Jerry Jeudy, he's not a free agent, but in Patino, he's definitely messing up the cap because that's $23 million on the table, and he's still a free agent. Patino knew what he was doing. Yeah, boy. Because Brown's 20+ million up to Barry to work some magic with the draft picks, wide receiver line. Yes, left tackle. I would too. Yes, he's slandering his name. Yes. Now, two things could be happening. Shedeur Sanders probably is not even listening to this. If that's the case, salute to the young man. He's not giving no attention. But for the fans and for the people that still watch that show, not me and not some of the fans, because a lot of fans don't watch that show no more. But for the people that still subjecting themselves to that torment and those narratives, hit them in the pocket. Shedeur Sanders may not even care. But as a viewer, hit him in the pocket. No more attention. Yes, drop the views. I cancel them all. Speak easy with Acho. Oh, you already know how I feel about Acho. Besides the other morning when they was talking about the Maxx Crosby thing, I haven't watched Acho with them. Oh Lord, November, December. I don't do that. But this is Deion Sanders, one of the most prolific quarterbacks in history, and they saying that this beautiful man, this father, this mentor, this coach, this leader, did not teach his son defense. What an embarrassment! The lies. If I was Deion Sanders, hell, I hit him. I'm sorry, I sure said it. I hit him with a cease and desist also, because that means you messing up. You messing up my name, Cleveland. I'm Deion Sanders, and you basically saying that I didn't teach my sons defense, and I'm trying to recruit people to Colorado. Man, go on some way. Get rid of that Kevin Lover, send Patino to Atlanta. I'm waiting for that package deal between Dylan Gabriel and Patino to go to Atlanta. It ain't happened yet. We don't do them. We don't do it. Now, let me go ahead and get to the gusto, y'all. And I'm almost done, Gustus. Now, what did he say Now, what did Shedeur say? Learn to value the opinions of those who care about you, not the noise from everybody else. So I guess Tony Talks messed up. I got my answer. Shedeur Sanders is not giving. If Shedeur Sanders is not giving that crew any attention, I would say, investors and viewers, if you're still looking at that show, it's your prerogative. But if Shedeur Sanders is not, Shedeur Sanders got other stuff to worry about. Shedeur Sanders have other stuff to worry about, and not that show. I told you, I'm not driving myself crazy. This is that young man they're saying that can't read defense. Investors, if you're still watching that show, God bless you. God bless you. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing investors. I'm not doing it. Exactly. They say the leak. And guess what? I can see that because he does have, me personally, my opinion is I can see that because he does have a fondness of Dylan Gabriel and he has a fondness of Kevin Stefanski. So if I was Shedeur Sanders, if I was to get his lawyer, hell, I would subpoena them in court and say, look, who is your anonymous sources? Put Lloyd on the stands, or he would have to give some type of testimony because, hey, you're messing up my money, you're messing up my capital, you're messing up my reputation. I'm trying to move forward. Who is your source? If I was Todd Monken, I would go to that show. Hey, I have my lawyer, contact them. Please report to such and such. Hey, we got some questions for you. Who is the leak in the building? Whoever the leak is, we're going to fire them for defamation of character, for slandering one of our players' name. We're not going to put up with this. Todd Monken can also shut this SHIT down. Shedeur Sanders don't have to do anything. Todd Monken can shut this down. Remember at the beginning of my video when I said if I was Todd Monken, I'll put him on probation? Put him on probation. Get their attention. Now, if Shedeur Sanders come out here in 2026 and he start playing for crap, okay, I can see you coming up with these narratives or whatever. But he hasn't thrown the ball since January the 3rd or the 4th, and you still talking about he's not watching film? Well, hold on. It's off season. Who's watching film in the off season? Who's supposed to be watching film in the off season? And if Shedeur Sanders supposed to give up his offense, his off season, postseason to watch film, where is Dylan Gabriel? Is Dylan Gabriel watching film in off season? Who's watching film in off season? Who's watching film in off season? And if somebody is inside of the Cleveland Browns organization, if I was Andrew Berry, if I was Todd Monken, if I was Jimmy Haslam, I would put a stop to it too. Whoever is giving or creating these narratives for these external sources, you're on notice. If I ever find out who's leaking this unnecessary stuff in postseason or offseason, you're automatically fired. Fired. And then we're going to sue you for slander because we're in the process of rebuilding. And as of now, you're messing with production because if my quarterback can't focus because you're creating these narratives and you mess up my winning season and I'm investing all of these monies in these other players, now you messing with production. Now you're going to get fired and I'm going to sue you also for messing with the bottom line. Do you know Jimmy Haslam got power? Do you know Jimmy Haslam can call a meeting with all the press and put them on probation too and warn them? They got the right people. If the right people, Jimmy Haslam, Andrew Berry, Todd Monken, all they got to do is just scam one time. One time. Just one time. This will stop. This will stop. Just one time. Just one time. If you want to exercise your freedom of speech, that don't give you the right to lie. that don't give you the right to slander my quarterback, that don't give you the start production. And if you're lying on my quarterback and he can't focus, you're messing up production. Man, come on, man. Come on. I'm talking too much. I'm using too much common sense. Come on, I'm using too much common sense. That's right, PR bot. Come on. Hey, what's up, Coach CJ888? Welcome to the family. If you're new here, I could barely watch it, and I'm glad I wasn't watching Monday when he said that. Listen, I wasn't even watching it, and it just went crazy. And I said, what's going on? And I wasn't gonna mention it until one of them investors. I know she in here. I ain't gonna call your name, but when she triggered me in that live, Lord have mercy. I don't got time for it. And you know what? JL, he actually could be having ghosts. Let me stop. I heard that too, Miss Donna. I wouldn't put it past. And guess what? If he's doing it, oh, he need to be let go immediately. Fire him immediately. Oh gosh. Oh Lord. Sunday, I'm gonna come back on Sunday, if not tomorrow. After this live, I'm going to be doing some homework, and you know how I do homework. And I'm going to go through all the legal sources that I can. And I'm going to come up with a list of potential. Oh, Lord. You know what? I got some homework to do. Of potential charges they can hit the Cleveland Browns media with, besides slander, misrepresentation, and all them other big words about slander, misrepresentation. Oh Lord, I said another word. Oh, trust me. I'm gonna look that up. Sunday, it's going down. Sunday afternoon at 2:21 is going down. It's going down. Latino Browns didn't meet. And guess what? My question, and I gotta look that up. If they didn't sign, if they didn't pick him up, because the Browns did not put him on tender, that means I guess he's just gonna walk. He's going to walk. If that's the case, we got $23 million to get somebody in here that want to play with Shedeur Sanders. No matter the position, defense or offense. Do you want to play with Shedeur Sanders? Yes or no? Keep moving. Do you want to play with Shedeur Sanders? Yes or no? Keep moving. Do you want to play? Okay, you want to play? Come on. Let's see what you got. Monken going to have to get some straightening. I'm trying to tell you, Monken needs to get some straightening. Amber, yes. So Patino is out the door. He did not sign. He didn't sign nothing. Now, I will say this. Remember, so let's just say he didn't sign up. He's automatically a free agent and nothing was signed. But remember, all throughout the year, even like the day before the NFL draft, they were still picking up free agents. So, and remember, I called out some of those tight ends that also signed in December of 2025. So I guess you could pick up free agents at all the times if you need somebody. But officially, yes. I'm going to say yes because he has not signed a contract with the Cleveland Browns. So he's just out there floating. So whenever somebody wants to pick him up, he's trying to relax. Ain't nobody watching. Right. Why nobody on that show said, well, I would have been like, okay, well, hold on. Besides Deion Sanders being his father and everything, who's watching film in the off season? Everybody's on vacation. Who's watching film across the whole entire NFL? Who's watching film? Man, please. I told you they couldn't have me on there. I got too much common sense. I always got to be ready. He needs to put those players on notice. Yes. I would have a meeting with all of them and let them know. Yes. And I would put them on probation or restrict them access. You can do that as an owner. Restrict them access. Why you think Mary Kay and Tony Gross is singing another tune? Restrict them access. Okay? Thank you, me to love. Haslam was saying familiar stuff last summer. Well, guess what? He ain't saying that now. He's definitely not saying that now. And remember, it came out after Paul DePodesta left that Paul DePodesta was feeding that information to Jimmy Haslam that Shedeur Sanders couldn't play. And when Shedeur Sanders started playing the very next full game before the Raiders, Paul DePodesta quit. He know he messed him up, and he know he was lying to Jimmy Haslam. You don't hear Jimmy Haslam saying that now, do you? Faith need to put everybody on notice. Yes, he repeated the same exact thing. He said, That's what I'm saying. They live in a dimension that other people don't live in. They just goes in circles. They just go in circles. It's like they can't get out of this loop. But guess what? We don't have to witness them because we don't have to witness them going crazy. You think just like, okay, get vested up and hit that like button. They still not hitting the like button, sell no. They still not hitting the like button. Please, investors and viewers, please hit the like button. If you don't even like what I say, just engage and hit the down button. Just hit a button. Hit a button. I promise you. Investors and viewers, when I see other larger platforms, we talk about people with lives and they got like millions of followers. They even have to say, y'all just hit the like button. I don't get what it is about like, but I don't understand why people are like anti-like button or the thumbs down button. But for those investors and viewers that have hit the like button and that has always hit the like button, I thank you so much. And keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing because we're growing. Man, just against and to debunk them. And that fella we talking about. Never mind. F it. Go road. Yes, go road, Todd Monken. Go road. Let's see. Somebody said that yes. That's what we saying. That's exactly what we saying. Defamation. What? Man, listen. Shedeur going to go AWOL. He's about to embarrass these people. Listen. I really thought when he started playing and we was winning like that and everything, I really thought they was gonna shut up. They actually going harder, but they look like fools now because they must have just watched the highlights or must have just turned on ESPN or tapped into like Emmanuel Acho or tapped into what's his name? Oh gosh, I always forget his name. I don't even watch him. He's another brother that Whitlock. He must have tapped into the Whitlock channel and just be getting his notes from people like that. Because if you saw the games and witnessed what we witnessed, there's no way that these narratives should come out. Even with, hold on, let me go and change to the last slide. Even with a 0-0 line, here we go, investors. Even with a 0-0 line, and I hope these are correct. Shedeur Sanders without a 0-0 line, without reading defense, got invited to the Pro Bowl. And remember, I broke down the numbers. 40% of the vote is cast by all of the NFL owners. That's 32. They get 40% of the vote. The other 40% comes from active NFL players. All 1,969 players minus Shedeur, that's 19 now because he also voted too. So that's 1,969 players. They get 40%. The fans only get 20% weight of the vote. Do you think the people that casted that vote for Shedeur Sanders said he can't read defense, but we still gonna go ahead and put him on the Pro Bowl also? You can't get me on that show. You can't get me on this show. And then based off this, without an O-line and without having the ability to read defenses, he still walked away with 1,289 passing yards, 8 TDs, and 10 interceptions. Hold on. Let me confirm that. We talking about a young man that can't read defense. And let's just say if that was true, and we know it ain't, but let's say if it's true, just imagine what he's going to get, what his stats are going to be when he's able to read hold on, mess me up. When he's able to read defense. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Let me confirm. Let me confirm these stats. Oh gosh. My. Rookie stats. I used to know these off the top of my head. Oh. Okay, I knew something looked funny. So that looked funny. So on ESPN, this is what they're tracking. They actually tracking 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. So there it is, investors. So So the total TDs is wrong and the passing yards is wrong. He actually has more passing yards and he has one less TD. But honey, Shedeur Sanders put on a show this year without being able to read defenses. Man, them people can smoke all the stuff. They can sniff all the stuff they want to. They can blow in their car. They can blow before that camera even go live. They can hit everything they want to. They're the only ones living in the twilight zone. That's it. Not us. Not us, Vestas. Not us, Vestas. Them people crazy. It's 100%. Please hit the like button. Let's see here. Yeah, that's some ish. Hard to prove. The public fair. Hard to prove defamation legally, but receipts can prove conspiracy. Right. But according to that particular fella, he said it's coming out of the building. And when he went on 92.3 with Ken Carmen, he said, I showed you the text. Now, based off the classes that I took, any written document or text or email is considered evidence, direct evidence that is admissible in court. That is what I do know. So if somebody did send that text out and it actually was untrue, and we know it was untrue, his records can be subpoenaed. His phone records can be subpoenaed if they want to push it this far. But a written document, a text. So why you think when crimes are done or committed, the first thing that the police is going to confiscate is that phone. The phone is evidence. That fool had the nerve to say, I showed you the text message. You fool. Anybody, if they wanted to push this, all they have to do is subpoena his phone and see exactly who it came from. Come on. GBush said he doesn't watch the game. Huh? GBush said he doesn't watch the game. You talking about Jason Lloyd? They said that he don't. Now, if he doesn't watch the game, I believe it. It's going to be a lot of backpedaling. Some of them are already backpedaling. I did binge watch his videos back in high school. I was amazed. Okay. Drinking too much. LOL, me too. I thought GBush was talking about Jason not watching the game and stuff. Now, yeah. Now that part. So what is he? So why is he always talking about Shedeur? If you don't even invest in watching the games, what are you talking about? Why does it even matter to you if you're not even watching the games? That makes zero sense to me. If you're not watching the games or the film, why does it matter to you what Shedeur Sanders can do or not? What does it matter? Now, y'all, does that even make sense? Why is he invested in this then if he's not watching game? What? Come on. It's called rage bait. I'm not participating in it. Shit. I mean, really going. Look. Listen, Donna, see the way that GBush gets the way that he's aggressive on Saturday and the way that he be going in on Saturday, all I'm saying is, and all I was trying to say in the last live, I wish he would do that on that show. Solidify your stance. Just don't do it on Saturday. Do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Because my thing is, if they have the audacity to say what they say about Shedeur Sanders 5 days out the week, don't use Saturday. They say all the things that you should have said Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's all that's all I'm trying to say. If you have the strong opinion on Saturday, why don't you counteract their strong opinions Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? So they can say everything on the show, but you can't? Why wait till Saturday to bomb the viewers with all of your talking points when we could have saw them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? I don't know. They want to make us believe it. No, Faith. No, Faith. Nah, I have trash in myself. Hey, yes. Hey, you in the right place, Mel. That's right. It's admissible. It's definitely admissible. That's why when I saw that when I read that in a book, I said, ooh, let me be careful what I put in the email. Let me be careful what I put in the text message, especially if I got to put my vest on and go do something down the road. Don't put everything in text and email. But that fool he said that on national TV. I forgot to hit the like button, but yay, you good, Meter Lee. Yes, that's a fool move. Yes. Let's see. I wish they would sue the heck out of the NFL and go live. Like, okay, sick of this. Right, GBush got it. That's all I'm saying. Don't wait till Saturday just to satisfy the viewers that come to the barbershop. Bring the barbershop to you. Because my thing is, if they get to say everything they want to say, why you're not saying everything you would want to say? Why wait till Saturday to put back? Because some people that watch that particular 4-letter show don't watch the barbershop. So all they thinking is like, okay, if GBush is not pushing back, okay, this must be true. But don't wait till Saturday to push back. I don't know. They have too much power on that show. And if I was a Shedeur Sanders supporter, they wouldn't be able to say none of that stuff in front of me without me taking on my hat and my vest and my drink and taking all my notes and throwing them in the air. What? Don't wait till Saturday. The Sanders have kept all the receipts. I hope they have. I can't stand. Look, exactly. I noticed okay. So I'm not the only one. GBush just sit there letting it go. What? That's what I'm saying. But don't. Okay. So this is my thing. Let's put it out there. And I want to be sensitive. Oh gosh. Listen. Okay. Oh, Vestas. Because of the perception of the community, I don't want to seem like there is any type of strife, okay, within the community. We already have like a bad name or whatever. So I'm trying to watch my words careful. But my thing is, and I will say this, I will articulate this very well. If the CU aunties and the CU uncles and cousins and everybody flood to your channel on Saturday, right? Memberships, views, right? Be there for the same viewers and communities that support you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Don't flip the script on Saturday, because that's when you cause confusion. And me, I don't like to be confused. That's why I said don't be lukewarm. Either you're going to be for the young man or you're not going to be for the young man. But since your channel, the barbershop, is dedicated and focuses only on him, that means that you're supposed to be for the young man. So if that's the case, be for the young man Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Don't do the community like that. Do not do the CU aunties, JSU aunties, everybody that loves Shedeur, like just for Saturday satisfactions. I'm gonna leave it like that. And it should always be a mixed panel, 2 blacks, right? I hate it when it see like, yeah, now that part, I don't know why they even allow that to do. I don't know. And so that's that's something that you also brought up, Amber. When it's like that, two versus two, it seemed like Cleveland has made it a racial thing. It seemed like they're the one that's making it racial, because it seemed like the two that's always against Shedeur Sanders is of that community, and the two that's supposed to be for Shedeur Sanders is of our community. So it looks like it's a racial thing. And if it's not the case, they need to get other members from that community to speak up for Shedeur Sanders on that panel. That's all I'm saying. But for the two that is part of this community, I'm speaking to you directly. If you're for the Shedeur Sanders community and family and fans that came and flocked to your channel to support you because of the narratives that you was putting out there, as if you were supporting Shedeur Sanders, do not use us just for Saturday when you can't, when you just sit there Monday through Friday and you just let them go wild, just have freedom with their tongues and just put all kind of narratives on Shedeur Sanders. It feel like we're being used. There it is. It feel like we're being used. It feel like we're being used, but not me. I don't watch the channels no more because like I said, I don't like confusion and I don't like anybody being lukewarm with me. Either you're for them or you're not. And if I can't tell, I'm gone. I'm gone. And I'm not the only one that's saying these words. Don't use us. Because we're a very loyal community. We're a very loyal family to Shedeur Sanders. Do not use us. Don't use us. I was thinking that he doesn't want to say in front of the clear. Well, so why say anything on Sunday? If you don't want to say that in front of them, why are you standing in front of us, people that we already know who Shedeur Sanders is? We've been watching Shedeur since it's like you're preaching to the choir. We already know this. We want you to push back on the people that's pushing back on us, saying that we're crazy, we're delusional, we're fanatics. All them talking points on Saturday, push back on them. That's all I'm trying to say. Don't preach to the choir. We know who Shedeur Sanders is. You're supposed to be, look, if you're getting our views and our monies in terms of memberships on Saturday, we need you to push back on Monday through Friday. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He be giving out we sick boss energy. Right. Exactly. That's all I'm saying. Silence isn't come on with it. Silence is agreement. Silence is agreement. And if you're letting them get away with that 5 days a week, what is your 1 day a week go do? When for 5 straight days they've been putting out crazy narratives, and then on Saturday, that's just 1 day for 3 hours. That's not going to counteract nothing. That's not going to counteract nothing. Because GBush doesn't work. How is he going to get fired? Soldier for the Most High. I like that, soldier for the Most High. How is he going to get fired when everybody? So you mean to tell me he'll get fired if he speaks his truth, but Bull, Jason Lloyd, Jay Crawford, they can say anything and they don't get fired? I'm not buying that. Listen, I wish I would have clipped way back then, but I remember when I was watching that channel, it was before the end of the season. And of course, they would come back on Monday. You know, we will flock over there to see, you know, what are they gonna say after this week, after Shedeur Sanders and put up this number and these numbers, and they still, you know, be talking crazy. I remember them saying, "Oh, GBush, you're only you know, you really don't feel like that. You're only talking like this because of the supporters, because of his fans, because they support your channel." And I said, "Well, hold on, what they saying?" Now, the first couple times they said that, I was like, okay. But they kept saying it, and he wouldn't push back. So I'm like, hold on. Are we being used? Are we being used for views? Because they kept saying, oh, you only saying that. You only saying that because of us as supporters. You only saying that because of this. You only saying that because, you know, because of your views and your audience now, your audience. And I was like, I know we ain't being used. I know the CU family is not being used. And then I kept watching. And I was like, nah, I would push back on that, or I'd push back on that. Or sometimes it'd be like the little ad libs. I say, you know what? I can't tell who is who over here. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm just going to leave it alone, Vestas. I'm just going to leave it alone. I just noticed that I was watching on his barbershop, and then in front of those, totally different. Yes, it's racial. That's why. Listen. Now I agree, and there are white people in Cleveland that are Shedeur fans. Yeah, yes. No. I'm not talking about the fans, Amber. I'm talking about on that platform. Not the fans. I'm not talking about the fans. I'm talking about the platform, not the fans. I'm definitely not talking about the fans, because there's a lot of white people in Cleveland that love Shedeur, even around the world. I'm not talking about the fans. I'm talking about the platform, the dynamics of the platform. Exactly. Preach. You want it? I'm trying to tell you. Well, listen, if that's the case, let's just say he knows that he would get fired for speaking. I can't see it, but let's just say if that was the case. If I really stood on what I knew and what I spoke on Saturday, fire me. Because right now it's confusing. And a lot of people don't like to be confused. And a lot of people don't want to feel used. Confused and used. No. Thank you, Mita. That's true. Bull out of all people, I said, damn, he ain't gonna say nothing, bull. Out of all people. Hey, I'm like, okay. I just don't have time for it. I'm saying they need to get a pro Shedeur white. Yes, me too. And that's what I'm saying. If they want to make it fair and doesn't make it seem like it's racial divided, they need to get somebody that's pro Shedeur Sanders on that platform. Because right now, that looks like an anti-Shedeur Sanders platform over there. That's all I'm gonna say. It looks like an anti-Shedeur platform over there. So why are we watching that platform if we love and support Shedeur Sanders? I don't watch no more. It's not cute, coach. They need to be trying. I'm not touching it. Do not start Amber. Peter, Supernatural. Do not start Amber up. Do not start Amber. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Amber, don't do. You know what? Let me stop showing the. Let me stop. Just let me stop. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it. We good. Vestas, are we good? Vestas, are we good? I'm not doing it. But that's my opinion. That's my opinion. I'm not going to support confusion. I need to know. I need to know what side you on. I'm sorry. And if I can't tell, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I can't be lukewarm. I'm not going to support anybody that's lukewarm. I'm sorry. And if I could see if on Saturday other players are talked about, but that's not the case. So on Saturday, don't be pro Shedeur, and all I'm saying throughout the week, don't be flip flopping. Let's see here. Oh God, why did I show that? You know what? Now I'm going to have to reread or pre-read y'all comments before I put them up here. Y'all just cutting up in the chat. Let me see if anything else has happened with the Cleveland Browns, because y'all, on Friday, I see right now on Friday, y'all be cutting up. I see right now. This was just 36 minutes ago. Browns add 17-game starter to the defensive line in free agency. We still got some more money and we still spending in free agency. Didn't I tell you between now and all the way December, you can hire your free agency, continue to pick free agencies? Investors and viewers, it happened every time when I'm about to hit this live. We got an update. This was just 36 minutes ago, investors. The Cleveland Browns added some valuable starting experience to their defensive line, signing defensive tackle Kalia Davis. Davis signed a one-year deal with the Browns worth up to $3 million per Mike of the NFL Network. He was initially a 6th-round pick of the San Francisco 49ers in 2022. Davis didn't see much of action early in his career, but started all 17 games last season. He recorded 28 tackles, four tackles for a loss and a half a sack. Okay, so we just added somebody to the Cleveland Browns on the defensive side of the ball. So Vestas, we just got an update. Davis joins a defensive tackle group in Cleveland that includes Mason Graham, Malik Collins, and Mike Hall Jr. Okay. But y'all can tell by that number, 1 year, $3 million. I think we're about to cap off the free agency money because we still got to have money for these people these young men that's about to get drafted. But we just picked up somebody on the defensive end. Hold on, let me see if anything came out about Maxx Crosby. Hey, how you doing, V Cleve? Hey, welcome back. And when he got to see, I'm talking. See, I'm not messing with you. Uh-oh. So the Raiders now. So a lot of people talking about this impact that the Raiders could face in the future deals. A lot of players may not be trusting them, but as of now, nobody else is coming for Maxx Crosby. I say it's Tom Brady. Tom Brady has killed that deal and any potential deals regarding Maxx Crosby. They're going to keep Maxx Crosby in Las Vegas. Yeah. And what was Maxx Crosby tweet? After he went back home, he said, everything happens for a reason. Hold on, let me go back to that screen. Let me get Shedeur setting us off for this. Maxx Crosby says, everything happens for a reason. Believe nothing you hear and half of what you see. I'm a Raider. I'm back. Run that. Shh. That's what he said. Somebody got in his ear. Tom Brady made up with him behind the scenes, y'all. Tom Brady made up with him behind the scenes. Oh, wow. Oh, here y'all go again. Bull always calling you. Okay, so I'm not the only one. Okay, I thought I was the only one picking this up. Bull is not saying those things without a purpose. Bull has said some things in the past that made me question. Lloyd has said some things in the past that made me question. And Crawford has said some things in the past. Very small remarks, but they started adding up too many times for me. Okay, so I'm not the only one, Belsters. I'm not the only one. Yeah, Val, you came in at the right time with this one, Val. Hey, Donna and Amber, I heard that, Val. Okay. Peter, Val, Amber, all the investors and viewers that's watching this video. I wasn't the only one that was picking up on it. I heard it too many times and I got uncomfortable. I said, you know what? When this camera goes off, are they laughing at us? Because sometimes Bull has snickered, Jay has snickered, and the other one has snickered. I said, are they laughing at us behind the scenes? Because they know when that camera goes off, how everybody could be feeling about everything. I'm not taking chances no more. Now we know who started the collusion. He must be flexing. Who must be flexing? Faith. Who's flexing? No, you are not the only one. Okay, Donna, see? Okay. Lady. She said hi. Peter. I agree with them that Shedeur. Oh gosh. Listen, investors and viewers, I don't remember what day it was. It had to be November, maybe December, but it definitely was before January, before we even got to that game. And I think it was shortly after Shedeur Sanders started playing, right? Started playing and won a couple games, or won, especially against the Steelers. And at the beginning of the show, they was being sarcastic, and someone said, okay, now y'all can stop moping and y'all can stop doing this. Y'all can stop doing this because he's playing now. I heard a member from my community say, yes, he's playing. Stop talking about it. Stop dragging it out. I said, what? I said, hold on, whoa. Now, I expect for them to say that, but I didn't expect for you to say that. Whoa. Hold on. Have we been tricked? I kept rewinding it, and I rewinded again. I said, I know he just didn't say that we need to stop whining because now Shedeur Sanders is playing. We can stop going on about the collusion stuff. What? I said, whoa, click. That was it. Click. They all the same. Listen. Val, you came in after that, but we don't talk that out transparently. No. That's what I'm saying. When Shedeur Sanders was what? When he threw for 4 games straight, he was one. I think the last time it happened, oh gosh, what was that stat? 4 games, Shedeur Sanders threw for over 50 yards in 4 games straight. What weak arm? You mean those missiles he was throwing down the field? That's a weak arm? What? I remember that. Hold on, I remember that. A weak arm. I remember that. I never. I don't understand that one later of elegance. I'm trying to come back to it. I never. Don't get me started on Todd. Listen, I don't even deal with him. I don't deal with him because at least I will say this about Tyvus. At least in the beginning, he didn't commit to either side. Tyvus has been straddling the fence since I've known of a Tyvus Powell existed. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna straddle all the time, be lukewarm. But for GBush, I subscribe to his channel. When he said, welcome, see you aunties, I thought I was welcome over there. But when I saw, based on what I saw and what I was hearing, not on his show, but how he was interacting with them on that platform, I said, no, I won't be used. I said, no, yes. Titus, I did him say, Cap, I know. Amber, I was so disappointed. I know. I roll my listen, because my thing is, if Tyvus has the ability to consider what they're saying, right? Why they never have the ability to even consider why we support Shedeur Sanders, and even consider on why and how we support Shedeur Sanders, or even say, you know what, I can see how they may see it from, I can step in their shoes and see why they support the young man. They have never done that once. So why would I defend anyone for saying anything about anybody? Ask Myles Garrett if he has. Okay, everybody remember that meme about Myles Garrett when that Shedeur Sanders threw that ball and Myles Garrett got off that field. I think that was the Raiders game. I subscribe. Listen. I don't mess with nobody. If I don't know who you are, inside and your character is confusing to me, investors and viewers, if for some reason y'all wake up one morning and I've been cloned and I start talking against Shedeur Sanders or the Sanders family, please, I'm letting you know now that I have been cloned. That is not me, and I will want you to subscribe from this channel. because you didn't subscribe to this channel. I'm not, I don't like to be fooled, and I ain't fooling y'all. This is exactly who I am. And if Shedeur Sanders go to the Cardinals, if Shedeur Sanders go to the Cowboys, if Shedeur Sanders go to any other team in the NFL, guess what? Tony Talks vested up. I'm going to change my jerseys. I'm going to change my hats. I'm going to change all of my everything, shirts, socks, underwear, and everything to the new team that Shedeur Sanders is going to go to. So my thing is, it is what it is. Let's see. I thought GB. Yes. Matter of fact, I'm not the only one. A lot of people are pulling back. Believe it or not, a lot of people are pulling back. What you laughing for? What you laughing for, Val? Let's see here. Yes, I saw the difference. Yeah. Me too. I'm a Vesta. That's right. That's right. Hey, and if I ever start talking funny, please know that I'm a clone. Somebody has cloned me. Leave this channel if I ever get cloned and start talking about that young man, because I'm invested. I'm invested, Vestas. Well, this young man, I don't know what, I don't know what Shedeur Sanders has to do. And guess what? That's not his, that's not his job to convince nobody. Shedeur Sanders' job is to play football, get behind that old line, look to his left, his right, his front, and his center, and the back, and throw that ball down the field and get that win. But Andrew Berry, Todd, Monken, and all them, they should put on their leadership shoes, especially this year, to be done with the narratives. And who's watching film in the offseason, investors? That's all I'm saying. Investors. Okay, I must have rolled it up. Okay, Faith. He could win the Super Bowl and they would. Listen, they are already showing us who they are after a terrific year that Shedeur Sanders had without any first team reps. So it's not going to change if Shedeur Sanders, if 2026 is a 15-0 record, 11-6 record, 8-8, 9-8, they're still going to have the same talking points. They are showing us who they are. We have to use our freedom to go the other way. Just stop watching, and they would get the message. They were not playing with them no more. They would get the message that we're not playing with them anymore. I don't even report on them. That's all I'm saying. Shedeur just need to be black and love the Lord. That's all. And guess what? Those two things he already do. So mission accomplished. Shedeur Sanders is a black, beautiful young man with a brilliant heart, and he definitely loves the Lord. All he says is, thank you, God, for everything. Thank you, God. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished, Vestas. There it is. There it is, Vestas. What Shedeur Sanders said? Shedeur Sanders said, hold on, let me get him the stage. Let me let y'all go, Vestas. I'll beat this horse to death. Let's see him. Shedeur Sanders says, learn to value the opinions of those who care about you, not the noise from everyone else. So that means Shedeur Sanders is giving them 0.0000% of his time, and he's watching his auntie Tony Talks vested up and all the other channels that support him. Don't give the devil your time or your attention. Don't give the devil your time or your attention, because believe it or not, soon after that, you'll be playing in hell along with the devil. And I'm going to leave on that, Vestas. Don't play with the devil. Don't give him your time and your attention. Don't play with the devil. You'll wind up in hell. And guess what? Them people that still watching that channel, every day they leave that channel after 3 or 4 hours mentally in hell because they were like, why they keep saying that? No, why you keep watching that foolery? They're telling you who they are. They're never going to give the young man a chance. They're never going to speak highly of him. They don't care about him. They don't care if Shedeur Sanders throw for 99,000 yards in one season. They don't care. They telling you they don't care. Let them be. Let them be in misery. You cannot change a fool's mentality. I'm sorry. Don't go crazy with the people over there. Don't go crazy. Don't go crazy. Oh gosh, don't go crazy. What's up, Maria? What happened to the I'm not missing. Investor, I'm not doing this again. Oh God. Oh gosh, motivated. No. Oh gosh, motivated. Here you go. Oh my gosh. No, motivated, dedicated. Listen, after 2 hours, you want to come in here with this foolishness. You must have been watching this whole entire 2 hours and you wanted to come in here. You know what? I'm not doing this tonight. Motivated, dedicated. I will say this. I'm glad that you're okay. Because the spankings that you've been getting on the last lives, I really thought that I hurt your feelings. But I'm glad that you're okay in this beautiful big world that supports Shedeur Sanders. So I'm glad that you're well. But it's been over 2 hours and you've probably been sitting here the whole 2 hours and you decide to come in at this time. I'm not doing this with you, motivated, dedicated. And you know that Shedeur said, I'll tell you what, motivated, dedicated, maybe 98, maybe you could tell us something that we don't know. What quarterback in March of this year, what quarterback now is watching film? Please let us know that. Motivated, dedicated, 98. What quarterback in the NFL is watching film now, please? And I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on your answer. I'm gonna wait on your answer, motivated, dedicated. Hey, Faith, I don't even watch that channel no more. Motivated, dedicated. I want my answer. I want my answer. Let them keep playing with Coach Prime, baby boy. Okay. Coach Prime ain't said that for no reason. Coach Prime didn't say this for no reason. Shedeur get all the space. You know what? I'm not doing it, motivated. I want my answer, motivated, dedicated. How many NFL quarterbacks are watching film March 2026? You need to find channels for players you support. He or she, whoever this is, they love Shedeur. They just can't come up. They just can't. You really, everybody. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. You want to go that route? Okay. He really loves Shedeur Sanders. He just hasn't come to terms with it. That's why they like to be in the atmosphere when we're uplifting Shedeur Sanders, because he supports that young man also. He or she supports that young man also. The answer is everybody. I totally disagree. Hold on. Motivated. Well, he or she came in here right time. He messing with all of them. No, and you know that's not true. You know that's. Come on now. Come on, make it realistic. All right, let's see. Motivated, you're pathetic. Y'all hate the truth. No, we just hate liars. We hate liars, motivated, dedicated. Now, you have been over here enough times. You know we don't like lying narratives about Shedeur Sanders. Come on. Y'all hate the truth. Whatever. Motivated is a troll. Oh, really? He comes to all channels. He's a guy. He doesn't like Shedeur Sanders. Oh, we're gonna convert him. Maria, he goes to all the channels. Motivated, dedicated. Guess what? You're not living. Whoever you are, male or female, you're not living. You need to go find other channels that has, in the thumbnails, players that you support. You're not living life. You're not living life. And actually, if you continue to come to channels like this, with all this positivity in the air and all of this great feeling and energy in the air, you're going to become depressed. You're going to have a mental breakdown, because once we get those draft picks, because we already got that O-line. Hold on, let me go ahead and, because you probably coming in here late. Let me go ahead and show you who we got. Based off the picks that we already got in the Browns, that's going to protect Shedeur Sanders, you may already have a mental crisis. I wish I already had that 800 number lined up for you, but since I don't, the next time I see you, I'm definitely going to have it on one of these sticky notes, because the way that it's about to go down in 2026, regarding Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns, you will definitely need a psychiatrist, because the energy that's going to be over here and over all these CU platforms and channels, you ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, we're gonna be at watch parties. We're gonna be over here laughing and happy, and you're gonna be in the corner miserable. So please go find channels that support your team and players, and leave the Shedeur Sanders supporters alone. Dang, you go to all the channels. Wow. Watch a film or what? Free agency just glow. You don't know. Come on, Amber. I be trying to tell people we are different. We are a different community over here. The Vesters over here. We have our notes, our drink, and our vests. We are Vesters. We are invested into this thing. You can't come over here and talk crazy about Shedeur Sanders. We got notes. What? Oh gosh. Let me keep going. Come on, Amber, with the truth. Come on, Amber. W12. Motivated because they hate. Wow, that takes a listen. This is something that we cannot refute. 3 to 4, yes, that is definitely true. But if you're gonna throw those stats up there, please go ahead and put 2 possibles in there, okay? Because the record should have been 5-2. And please say that was because of Kevin Stefanski's fault. Running those Wildcats, being a terrible head coach. Everybody was calling out Kevin Stefanski. Even that 4-letter show was calling out Kevin Stefanski in those 2 games that we could have got. Even they was like, what is Kevin Stefanski doing? Even Emmanuel Acho was like, what is Kevin Stefanski doing? So when Kevin Stefanski's greatest supporters was calling him out, you make sure you call him out also. Motivated, dedicated. Shedeur Sanders' record as a rookie should have been 5-2. And we're going to leave it like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. W2. Motivated, dedicated. He just comes on to get a little energy. Gotta be miserable. They most definitely is. But I've been interacting with motivated, dedicated. I think he or she just comes on to get a little positive energy just to continue the day on the weekend. Can your mom and dad hug you? Channels, see, they need some positive energy. That's all. They just need some positivity. But they also know where the positive energy is. That's why they come to the Shedeur Sanders channels. That's why these people in Cleveland are talking so bad about Shedeur Sanders, because they need us to come to their channels and give it life and give it energy and bring positivity, because they're in misery. Vesters, I'm really talking right now. That's why they try to attempt to dog out Shedeur Sanders, so they just can feel some of this energy and this positivity, because they need it. They need it to live and breathe. We bring a lot to the table, Vesters. Just stop giving them your energy, and it will kill them. We should be seeing so many graveyards in 2026. 2026, so many graveyards in 2026. I'm trying to tell you, Vesters. Maybe, I don't know. They just want the energy. See, he or she don't even not even watching they're not even watching the media. We love Shedeur, support Shedeur. Come on with it. Hey, motivated, dedicated. Hey, nope. Timeout. Nope. Whoever you are, you will not come over here. No, I've always said you can come over here with your talking points or whatever, but be respectful. We don't do that over here, motivated, dedicated. No. Timeout. I think he's lonely and need attention. Nope. Nope. Timeout. I only said, if you go come in here with your talking points against Shedeur Sanders, just be respectful. You cross the line, motivated, dedicated. You cross the line. They'll be all right. Protecting my peace. Hey, don't. Yeah. Listen, I find it funny. But when they cross that line like that, nope. Timeout. It said they parents don't listen. Look, y'all see, I wish I could show this right here. Motivated was banned and their comments were removed. Yeah, I killed it. Nope. Won't get no shine over here. Nope. I thought whoever that was, I thought they at least had common sense not to come in here and disrespect none of my Vestas. And sadly or not, they're also Vestas too. So people subscribe just to come in here. Now you can come in here with your talking points, but just don't come in here and disrespect my Vestas now. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. So Vestas, there we go, Vestas. There we go. Let's see here. I'm gonna leave y'all with this right here. Shedeur Sanders. That young man right there. Now that done got me upset. Let's see here. Okay, now I'm just, oh, there you go. So Vestas, hey, get it, Vestas, get it, Vestas. I blocked him a long time ago. What? Listen, it'll be all right. My favorite button online and my phone blocked. Okay. Bet that up, VLC. He's going to, Shedeur Sanders is going to go to the Super Bowl. And listen, Vestas and viewers, I really hope it's next year. Not this year, 2027 and 2028, because the Super Bowl will be in Atlanta. I'm posting your channel on my page. Oh, thank you so much, lady of elegance. Thank you so much, sweetie. He's a guy. He threatened what? He threatened Big Tigger on his own show because he didn't agree with him. Oh, he's like that? Yeah, don't waste your energy on. Oh, see, I didn't have the background. Okay, now I see. Okay, I did not know that about what? Because he disagreed with him. Huh. Okay, thank you for letting me know that. Okay. Thank you for, hey, I'm reassessing now. Thank you. I watched the kid told Shedeur Sanders he was going to be. You know what, Donna C? I remember that too. You know what, Donna C? I do remember that. I do remember that also. Hey, thank you for that, Maria S12. What? Okay. Okay, now I know what I'm gonna have to do. Okay. I know what I'm gonna have to do. Only thing about it is may create another account, but nah, I'm not dealing with that. I thought it was a happy troll, at least a happy troll that just like to have fun and throw narratives out there. I didn't know he is. Yeah, I didn't know that happened. But thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. So Vestas, Sunday, I'm coming back with some legal lingo because we're gonna put it out in the atmosphere. Something has to change, and as Shedeur Sanders fans and supporters, the black community and the white community, we need to put this to bed. We need to put this to rest before 2026 even starts. Well, they can hate him. Well, I know some people actually do hate him, but I thought that particular person, was just coming in here just being a happy troll. But on Sunday, I'll be back. We're going to discuss some legal terms that actually, if they wanted to, Shedeur Sanders and his family can actually go back and let's say put it out in the atmosphere against these Cleveland media talking heads, because media, believe it or not, people may just think, oh, they're just talking or whatever, but the media is actually very powerful. They can come up with narratives and people will start believing it, and they can also start thinking crazy thoughts and doing crazy things because of lying narratives. So on Sunday, we're gonna come back and we're gonna have a real talk about what to do, or what Shedeur Sanders could do, or any athlete can do, especially when they're being misrepresented by the media, who is one of the most powerful entities on this world. And there's an issue in Cleveland. Oh, thank you, Maria. Oh, thank you, Maria. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. Thank you so much, Maria. Thank you. I will be okay. So since we talked about everything, just let me just be honest about this. Okay. So the reason why, and I appreciate all the donations, but if you don't know, every donation that you give to this platform, we don't get the whole entire thing. We only get, I think, maybe 50 or 45% of it in the background. So I know a lot of people that came over here, and I've told people they didn't have to do it, but I'm going to create a different Cash App account for my personal account. I'll create a business Cash App account. And if you want to give anything out of your heart, I would prefer you to give it to the Cash App versus this particular platform, because none of the creators get the full amount that you give. So that's why weeks ago or last week when people want to give, I said, oh no, don't. That's the reason why, investors, we don't get the full amount in the background. They take a large percentage of it, and we get the remaining percent of it. But thank you so much, Donna C. Oh gosh, thank you so much, Maria. Thank you so much. Thank you. See y'all later. Hey, Peter, Supernatural. Hey, thank you so much for chiming in and all of your input. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Liable Atlanta. It's some more too. I'm thinking of. I just can't call it right now, but it's more. It's more. I'm gonna be digging it up. I'm gonna be digging it up. It's more though. Yes. Don't do nothing but a little bit of straight. Okay. Don't do nothing. Yeah. Yes. Todd Simpson wants to be a Brown. Listen. You know what? You know what? I heard that too. Listen. If he want to be over here, okay, if he wants to throw away his, let's say, first round pick, a second round pick, just to be in the Cleveland Browns and get beat up by Shedeur Sanders and Deshaun Watson, because he only started in 15 games. If he wants to destroy his rookie career like that, so be it. Versus going to another team and potentially being QB1 just because you got drafted in the first round, second round. Now, that's another, to me, that's another person that wants to get his name out there on the back of Shedeur Sanders. And guess what? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. If the Steelers want to draft him, which a lot of people said that he's predicted to go first round, number 21 to the Steelers, bring it on. Because we played them twice. I would love for Shedeur Sanders and Todd Simpson to go head and head, just like Shedeur Sanders is going to go head and head with the Raiders and Mendoza in 2026. I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it. I'm here for it. Let it be. But if he wants to come to Cleveland Browns and go through this, Shedeur Sanders is ready for it. He only started 15 games, and his stats are nowhere near Shedeur Sanders. Come on. I asked you about that. I'm sorry, Donna C. What you asked me about? Put it back in the comments, Donna C. Oh, defamation. That's another word. I mentioned defamation, liable, and slander. It's some more words though. I want to go ahead and get them. Big lawyer terms. I know about these. I'm pretty sure it's some more though. I want to get the ones associated with public figures and trust me. Just come back Sunday. I'm going to replay and see what I missed. Yes, Maria. The Steelers has a right, but everybody's projecting that he's going to go to the Steelers. I don't know why, because I think they chose Will Howard. Yeah, Will Howard. He was last year's, because he was drafted last year round 6. So a lot of people saying give him an opportunity. I don't know what they're gonna do. That's why some Monken good enough. I know, Amber. Yeah, Todd Simpson, no competition for sure. Yeah, he want to get his name out there. He wants to stir this pot. I don't know why they think if they stir the pot, it's really gonna do something. See, they want us in that frenzy that they had us in last year to drive up the numbers. Because you know how many millionaires Shedeur Sanders and we made the Cleveland media last year when we rushed to all of those platforms trying to defend Shedeur Sanders? Man, please. Shedeur Sanders should be getting a W-2, a 1099, claiming all of the media pundits as dependents this year for taxes because he made them some money last year. Tax, boy. Yes. Oh, yes, but I don't have I only have my personal one. And for business purposes, my channel is considered a business. I got to create a second one. So I will have that by Sunday. I promise you. But I just like the interaction. I like the interaction. Oh, trust me. Oh, trust me. Lady of Elegance. I got that. I got some friends. I got, listen, Gemini, ChatGPT, Copilot. I'm pulling all of them. Sunday. Trust me, I'm going to break it down like I always break it down with my vest on. I'm trying to tell you. Let's see here. Sure did. Not this year. What? We arrest and protect. Listen. Woo, the money that they made last year before Shedeur Sanders started playing. Making money. We over there fighting. Fighting. Wow. Trying to fight every narrative before he started playing. Then they actually got more views after he started playing because we still was over there like, we told you so. And they're like, oh no, it's all because of this. Oh no. They made money like, oh my gosh. Probably, yes, tax write-off. Shedeur Sanders, everybody. Shedeur Sanders should get all of their names, their social security numbers, and write them off. And Cleveland. Right, we'll refocus our energy. Yes, this year, starting today, if you have not done it, refocus your energy. Put it where it's supposed to go, in the right place. Everybody wants a 12 jersey. Hey, listen. I think everybody already got a 12 jersey by now. Everybody already got a 12. Peter, about 5 minutes ago, it sounded like you was about to leave the live. You still in here laughing. Peter, you still in here. I thought you had left the live, Peter. I thought you left. You said, hey, great show. I thought you was about to head off the bed or go, it's 10 o'clock, Vestas. I know there's not no 10 o'clock. Vestas. You know what? I gotta go, Vestas. I'm not messing with y'all tonight. It's after 10 o'clock. Oh my gosh, Vestas. All right, 15 more minutes. Because I'm having fun. I can't believe it's 10 o'clock. I can't believe it's 10 o'clock. Oh, okay, that's the last chat. I can't believe it. Yo, right. Let's see. I was there and wasn't tolerating slang on Shedeur. We figured it out what it was trying to get. Yes. No, I thought you said we were leave. Listen, I was, and then the chats just kept running. They kept running through, and I'm not gonna cut the Vestas off. But yo, 10 o'clock. Oh gosh. Let's see here. What? Oh well, I understand. And they made it clear. Hold on. Let me go back to that slide. At least some people in Cleveland has common sense right here. They got common sense right here on the screen. See this? Somebody in Cleveland. No, I'm sorry. That's the wrong one. It's the Dogs. Cleveland Dogs have common sense. That's our picks. No. Here we go, Vestas. somebody in Cleveland has common sense and they've been keeping tabs. This was today. The Browns QB is Shedeur Sanders' job to lose. They did not sign any of the top free agents. Malik Willis, Kyler Murray, Tua Tagovailoa. No prospects in this class will be presumed ahead of Shedeur on the depth chart. Deshaun Watson hasn't played consistently good also. Shedeur Sanders is QB1. But I understand what you're saying, Lady of Elegance. You're right, because we don't want one of those last minute tricks. And boy, we would go crazy. We would go crazy. We'll go crazy. Now, if they was to trade Shedeur Sanders, I would go crazy. But depending on where he would go, okay, guess what? I'm just gonna pick up my bags, all my notes, change out my gear, and I'll be here 24 hours later with different backgrounds, different pictures, different talking points, and say sayonara to Cleveland and the Browns if they did that to Shedeur Sanders. But the only person that I think can cause Shedeur Sanders not to be QB1 if Shedeur Sanders doesn't want to be QB1 and say, okay, Deshaun Watson, since you assisted in restructuring your contract, I'm gonna let you lead off this season as QB1. But I don't think Shedeur Sanders is gonna do that. I don't think Shedeur Sanders is gonna do that. I don't think he's gonna do that. He ain't gonna do that. Shedeur Sanders not gonna do that. Nope. I can't see that. Yep. So Vestas, hey, guess what? I think I'm gonna leave on that. I like the look of that photo. I like the look of this. Yeah, I'm gonna leave right. If they trade Shedeur, yeah, and guess what? We all gonna move, right? We all gonna leave in a matter of minutes and hours. We'll be changing background thumbnails and everything. Boom, 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 boom. And guess what? The Cleveland media, who dislikes us so much, guess what? They don't have to worry about us anymore. Sayonara. We're gone. And then I wonder, right? Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. But I wonder if GBush would still be a Shedeur Sanders fan. Like, would he still dedicate his Saturday show to Shedeur Sanders? If Shedeur Sanders, let's say, was to go to like the Cowboys or I don't know, the Broncos or any other team, would he still cater to us? It's just a question. Serious question. What is he gonna do when Shedeur Sanders, if Shedeur Sanders ever leave or get traded? Because remember, next year, Cleveland Browns could either franchise Shedeur Sanders and offer him his second contract, or another team next year could come in and say, hey, we want to take Shedeur Sanders off your hand. What's going to happen? Just curious. That's right, we're all leaving. We didn't want to hear Maria. Listen, I'm serious. We'll pick up. We would pick up our tents. We're going to roll our mats and keep pushing. Yeah, they look at. And what they gonna talk about then? Nah, geez. That's what I'm saying. So we shall see. And I think that's when I think more people were like, damn, were we used? So if he loved Shedeur Sanders for all of these years, why he's not following Shedeur Sanders to the next team? Then, well, why he's not following Shedeur Sanders? Why his content is not still focused on Shedeur Sanders? I don't know. I don't know, Vestas. I don't know. That's what he said. He's going to continue covering him. All right, well. We shall see, Maria. Let's see here. Nope. Okay, hold on. I missed some. Okay. They will not have nothing to talk about. Well, they go see exactly what it is. Nope, he was a Brown fan. That's what I heard too. Nope, he found a lick and keep on licking. Well, not with this confusion stand. A lot of people is making these comments behind the scenes. I'm not the only one. A lot of people is confused. That's what I'm saying. He's going to continue covering him. It's like a money thing. Well, that's when he'll definitely have to face his counterparts and say, "Hey, I thought you was all Cleveland Browns. We thought you was only covering Shedeur Sanders because he was a Cleveland Brown, and now that he's not covering Shedeur Sanders, now you covering another team. I don't know. Now that'll definitely be a conflict between all of them. People will go back to oblivion. Yeah, good. Let them build an empty stadium. Correct. Jimmy Havlin's not gonna do that though, Amber. Jimmy Havlin's not gonna do that. It's a $2.4 billion. Is it 2.6? No, a $2.4 billion. No, I thought that stadium was only about $300 million. What? And Jimmy Haslam is worth $6 to $8 billion. 2.6 cannot be $2.4 billion. Oh, the stadium was like $600 million. I'm about to look that up now, Vestas. Okay, and I also got to look at what 420 had brought up regarding those lawsuits. Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson about that quarterback collusion. Now, I know, what's his name? He's a defensive coach for the... Kyler Murray is going to Minnesota Vikings. That's Brian Flores. You know, he also has a lawsuit against the NFL on collusion against black quarterbacks. Is that what 420 is talking about? I need to bring that also on Sunday. See, y'all, let me get my notes and line up also for Sunday. The collusion, the NFL. We need to dig into that. We need to dig into that, Vestas. Oh, yeah, on Sunday, 212. We need to look into the NFL lawsuit on the black quarterbacks. Oh, I need to look into that. Murray. Okay, Russell. I got my notes. We're gonna look into that, Vestas. Sunday, we doing homework on the legal terms. That Shedeur Sanders, how the Shedeur Sanders can go against him or his lawyers can go after the Cleveland narratives. And also, yes, Haslam can pay for his own stadium. And we also going to talk about this NFL lawsuit that Brian Flores has against the NFL. We're going to dig into that. Yeah, Haslam, yes, easy, and still be a billionaire. Haslam is $6 to $8 billion. The stadium's on the $600 million. He easily could pay for that. For a losing franchise. Listen, not with his O-line coming in here and Shedeur Sanders on the center. They got what they looking for. Didn't Shedeur Sanders say he's who they been looking for? Huh. They ain't let Shedeur Sanders go. They not going to trade Shedeur. Okay, you just said it, Lady of Elegance. All the above. They go 420. She back up in here. You got your note. I have my coffee. Thank you, Slim. Thank you. You're a new Velster. I ain't never seen you before. Donna Jenkins, yes. Listen, you got your notes. I got my coffee. Listen, them Velsters go have me in the morning getting up drinking coffee. Who Velsters? That was perfect timing. Perfect timing. I don't got my watch on. That was perfect timing. Yeah, they're not going to trade Shedeur Sanders. All right, Vestas. Woo! That's right. Shedeur Sanders says, I'm who they've been looking for. And if Shedeur Sanders is not going to give them 0.000% of that noise, don't do it, Vestas. Don't even get tempted to go over there. Do not even attempt to go over there. Don't give them their attention because guess what? They're going to drive you crazy. They're going to drive you crazy. They're going to drive you crazy with the talking narratives. You can't listen. You can't beat them. Just let them live in misery, okay? And I'm going to leave y'all on that. Let them breathe in misery. Let them breathe in their own misery. Let them lie. Okay, Vestas? And until next time. Okay, I want to boycott. I need less media time anyway. Yeah. Vestas. Listen, we had this talk, okay? Until next time, make sure you get your notes, your drink, and your vest. And be back. Hold on. I don't want to leave on this one because some stats wrong. I want to leave on this one. I'll leave on this one. Make sure you get your notes, your drink, and your vest. And stay vested up at all times. And I will be back. Now, tomorrow, I'll be back if something significant happens. Because you know, the Cleveland, they had Markel Bell there last Saturday. And that's a rookie. You can't do nothing. But if the Cleveland Browns pick up any new free agencies tomorrow, I come back tomorrow, or I include it in the show on Sunday. But until then, I'll be back Sunday around 2:12. The number 2 and the number 12. Put it together. That's Shedeur Sanders jerseys. Okay. So I see you on Sunday at 2:12. For Vestas, make sure you stay blessed up. You be safe. Cover yourself spiritually and physically. Okay. Because as you see, some of these people out here, they're not right mentally. Okay. Lesson learned. Thank you, Maria S., for that tidbit. I'm on notice. Okay. Thank you so much. So, Vestas, until then, get your notes, your drink, and your vest. Oh, is it? Happy belated birthday. Happy belated birthday. Happy belated birthday. And 420 is also, she's also in February. I'm telling all her business, but I shouted her out. But happy belated birthday. All right, Vestas, until next time, make sure you get your notes, your drink, and your vest. Because we stay vested up at all times. And I'll see you back here on Sunday, okay? Gotta go get my rest. And you go get your rest too. And be safe out here in this world. Because this world is crazy, spiritually and physically. Okay, Vestas? So I see you Sunday. All right, Vestas. Woo! Go, Vestas. Y'all still see me? Oh, y'all still see me.